All right, y'all. So I'm in Houston, Texas today, doing an event with my man Gene Boykin. Shout out to Gene Boykin for inviting me as a keynote speaker at his event. But in the meantime, obviously, I'm going to shoot some content, right? So I got my man Onaje Barnes. You guys have seen him on my channel before. He's been on my podcast, but we're at one of his boutique hotels, Airbnb style, and we're going to walk through these units. He got 8 units here, and we're gonna see how you can start doing the same exact thing. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. So look, we in one of the units here. So you got 8 units in this entire building, man. So
that's right.
Talk to me about the building itself. Like, how did you find this?
So, ironically, a lot of people say you can't get deals on the MLS. It's an MLS deal. So, it was just run down. Just run down. We are in the gentrifying, revitalizing area. So I'm actually from this neighborhood, grew up here, went to high school down the street. So I kind of knew where it was going. This street is a hot street. There's multiple investors popping off in this street. So when it came up, it's like hotcakes. It don't really matter what it looked like. Yeah. And I've been wanting to do an Airbnb the whole time, but I'm an ownership guy. Like, I'm not doing arbitrage. That's a waste of
time. Love it, man.
Yeah,
passive income, baby.
Yeah. I'm not doing the arbitrage thing or any of that kind of stuff. So for me, it was immediate. Like, I saw the potential of what it was. So again, typical commercial deal. Kind of got to put your 20% down, commercial loan financing, but I'm locked in. I'm locked in at 4.5%. Right, for 25 years. Right?
You can't beat that right now.
You can't beat that right now.
Interest rates right now.
You can't beat that right now. So we went in like that. The original vision, definitely Airbnbs, 8 units, all of them are 1 bedroom, 1 bath, exact same floor plan, which helped a lot with the rehab. Did a full rehab, each individual unit completely designed differently, massively different theme, feels completely different as you go across each unit.
Absolutely, man. Now, what did you have to put into this? Like, what talk about the numbers a little bit.
Let's talk about the numbers. So, my missus is a licensed realtor, so we kind of know how to work that game. The initial building was listed for $700. We offered $700 with a $60,000 seller's concession, right, to kind of help on the down payment side. Did that. We put about 175, 180, and at a conservative 7 cap, we probably have valuation somewhere around 1.4. Yeah,
that's a great deal, man. Now, what are you renting these units for? Airbnb style.
Airbnb, most people should know Airbnb is seasonal, right? So we've gotten as high as $2,400 a month for 8 or 9 months. Like, we'll get that. As low as around $1,800 is kind of our low bar. So what's dope is, what was the rents before I bought it?
That's the key right there, man. Because at the end of the day, I mean, obviously you increase the value of the building through the rents. Right, and through the rehab itself. So what were the rents before you?
The rents was averaging somewhere between $550 and $600.
So now you're killing it. So basically, now you're $1,800 just for a week or a couple of days.
We'll get about $1,800 a month to $2,400 a month on average, right?
On each unit.
On each unit. The bank to finance me only needed my pro forma to be at $850 a unit.
Yeah, you're killing them, bro.
Right. Yeah. And then market wise, if I was to long term these, maybe I get $1,250-ish, $1,300. So, definitely get another $600, $700, $800 on top.
And I'm assuming these are, rented probably two-thirds of the month.
We're getting about 75-80% occupancy. So I think for me, we're a little bit different based on our location. I got a ton of avatars. Like, I mean, we are minutes away from Texas Southern University, minutes away from University of Houston, minutes away from Rice.
So generally about 22 to 25 days.
Yeah, we get about 20, I say 20 days, 22 and 20 days.
That's a win right there, man. So you get this rented for 20 to 25 days a month, right? You get the 2,000 to 2,500 per unit. Right, and you multiply that, you close to what, 20 grand, 20, 22, 23?
I'd say about 17, but
after expenses.
It was 17 gross, and then I'd say net out, we bank about 8 or 9, right?
And this is close to downtown too, man. This is perfect, so I'm sure you stay busy.
Man, we stay real busy. Like I said, most people think Airbnb like weekend type of stuff. I mean, the guy upstairs, he's been here 3 months. Right.
So you got midterm rentals upstairs.
So my bare butt is midterm. Let me be real clear.
What are the midterms looking like then, man?
So it's same deal, right? We'll pretty much work a deal case by case basis. Definitely trying to shoot to getting that above $2,000 range on the midterm. I think the guy upstairs paying probably like $2,100 for the month, for the couple months. And we keep, it's 8 units. My goal is to keep at least 4 to 5 on midterm rentals at any given moment, and that's kind of our goal. We got 4 midterm rentals as of this moment in this second, and that's kind of my business model. I use the short-term weekend type of stuff as fill-ins in the calendar more than a full strategy. But I got a game for you. I got something that maybe y'all hadn't thought about. I'm getting $300 a month by renting out a small space on my roof.
Oh man, that's dope. Up there
on the roof,
wow,
right? Bro. And that's a cell phone tower. So I got a cell phone tower lease contract for 36 months, and that's about $300 a month.
Yeah, man.
And that's just extra.
I was looking at, because of the traffic, you could. I mean, I'm not sure if you got any poles. You could probably fit a billboard or something.
Well,
I don't know.
No. Check this out. We right here. So I actually got a billboard.
Okay.
Where's it at?
Where is it?
On the side of the building. On the other side of the building. So it was dope to launch this. So the building's called The Escape. The brand's called The Escape. So to launch The Escape, the whole time, one of the gyms, I was like, man, this side is a billboard. I was thinking that from day one. And so
because of all the traffic, you got the side of the building.
So we launched. Ironically, I was so busy during the rehab, getting the design, all this kind of stuff. And mid-design, we were almost done, and a guy rolls up on me late at night, and big old dude. I'm like, man, what this dude want? And he's like, hey, is the owner around? And you know me, I'm always cautious. I'm old school, right? I'm a little bit old school, so I'm cautious. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Come to find out, he's an artist in an area that has done a lot of artwork for the city and all around the area. And he was like, man, I love this side of the building. I want to do this side of the building.
Yeah, that's dope.
And what's crazy was he already had a contract lined up for me with the ACLU. So they paid for all the artwork. We had a block party, this whole block. We had a massive block party to launch the brand, and they paid for everything.
Yeah, that's fire, man. Now, how close? I can see the skyline from right here. So, what would you say, about 5-minute drive?
About 5 minutes drive. I can get to the Astro Stadium in 5 minutes.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I can see the gold mine and
Rocket Stadium, 5 minutes.
Just driving here from the airport, I can see all this new construction. They got more of a modern style look to some of these houses in the lower class areas, obviously.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So obviously they're putting the money in building it up, man. So that's kind of what's happening, gentrification.
Gentrification, right. But you know, for me, because I grew up here, very sensitive to gentrification. Yeah. So what we're trying to do is revitalization, right? That's when we do our own deal, right? And you can look across there, you see these 3-4 story townhomes. Those are $400,000 or $500,000 townhomes. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So, you know, we fit in. We're still an older building. It's still a rehab. But, man.
Those are the ones I was talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly
Those are $400,000 to $500,000?
Yeah, those are $400,000 to $500,000.
Wow,
the location's so good.
Yeah.
And what's so crazy about revitalization, and when you do good work, man, everybody starts to copy. So, literally, the next block over was all kind of run down. Within 12 months, there were 6 multifamilies right within walking distance from me that have been rehabbed within the last 12 months. I was the catalyst. They all just kind of started popping off of me.
One of my students.
Yeah.
And one of them was one of your students?
Yeah, one of them was one of my students. Like his property is like literally you could walk to it in 3 minutes from here.
That's fire, man. And this is what, 5th Ward,
This
3rd Ward?
This is 3rd Ward, Houston, Texas. For me, it means a lot. Not only that I came from this neighborhood, right? Yeah. I used to walk up and down this street and go learn how to swim at that park, play basketball at that park, fight at that park, do all the all the kid stuff, but then also be able to come back to my neighborhood and revitalize up the area, up the value, and make sure it continues. Well, actually rebuy back from somebody black, right? So, You know
what's so dope about that, man? So like, I'm from Brooklyn, right?
Okay, yeah.
But when I was coming up, it was too late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like right now, I can't touch it. Well, I can,
but it's prohibitive.
That's my point. You know what I mean? Here you have that opportunity, man, which is
that's the dope part.
I think that's the dope part about the whole thing.
And that's what all the
noise. I would
is.
love to go back to New York City and be able to revamp. But we're talking about $5 million brownstones.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And so Third Ward still has some opportunity. You hear a lot about Fifth Ward because that's another adjacent, very similar neighborhood as Third Ward with a lot of history, right? Mm-hmm. And that's an area where people can really, really get in and really make some money.
Yeah.
Here it's a little bit more expensive than Fifth Ward, but both of them, I mean, just frankly, gold mines if you have vision, see things that other people can't see.
Oh, it's enough of y'all out here doing it. I see Chris Senegal.
Yeah. So he's got a big development in Fifth Ward.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he's making a lot of noise in Fifth Ward.
Yeah, man. I love the fact that y'all just, you're sticking to your roots, where you're from, and just basically rebuilding where you're from, man, and really adding the money, not allowing the gentrification. I like what you said, revitalization, man.
Right.
That's dope. I know Houston is a huge market. You got over 6 million people here. But how many investors would you say are actually taking advantage of this?
Well, what's funny is it's enough for us all to eat, bro. Like it's not. I mean, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. I mean, look, the African American investor market very, very small. Right,
and that's everywhere.
Right? We kind of all know each other. Now it's a gold mine, and everybody's trying to get in where they fit in. The dope part about Houston, the dope and the curse part about Houston, is that we don't have no zoning. So you see a lot of, that's where you see the cha-ching, because there's no zoning. You can just throw up kind of whatever, right? And people are like, oh, this don't fit in.
Get in right now, because it's going to change. I think it's going to change.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a get in where you fit in type of situation. And for me, this was my way of getting in where I fit in.
Yeah.
I haven't done I'm not a big developer. I don't build. That's not my forte. I'm a rehabber. I'm a landlord. So I got in how I got in, right? I can rehab a spot, right? That's what I'm good at. I can get in quick, move fast, got good construction guys, and get to the bag real quick. That's what I do. And so that's how I get in. Other people gonna go buy this lot right down the street, go work a deal with a church, go do, like, there's a lot of deals and a lot of opportunities here. Creative financing.
Are you financing all of these through a bank?
I finance, I've done a little bit of creative financing. My strength is in lending and banking and being creative within that.
Got it.
Right? Like in this deal, getting a seller kickback, $60,000 helps the situation. Me understanding long-term debt, right? Getting 2 years of interest-only payments through the bank and things of that nature without using bridge debt. So I don't actually use hard money.
That's dope.
So
that's expensive money, man.
Exactly. I've used hard money in my 16 years 3 times.
Got it.
Right.
So you're basically using traditional bank financing.
Plus business lines of credit, So that's how I create my no money down deals. I'm a big business line of credit kind of guy. Like I'm not a guru on it or whatever, and I ain't gonna get into all that business credit type of mess. But we've set ourselves up financially to have large lines of credit, being able to use that as our down payment. Bird strategy guy. So, again, people are like, bird strategy will work or don't work. For me, I just know how to work. I know what I know how to do it.
And a lot of people think bird won't work right now. It's harder to get loans these days if you're using bird, right? That's just the fact of the matter, right? Interest rates are higher. But as long as you can fall within certain numbers,
correct,
and make the adjustment,
correct,
and your purchase price or your refi amount, it falls within those lines, it still works.
And what I found is that the whole game of real estate is having a whole lot of tools in your tool bag.
That's it, man.
Right?
That's it.
And markets change.
This
is a great market for subject to and creative finance. Right? It really is.
Oh, it's a fantastic. That's why.
It's a great market.
Like they're teaching it.
No, it's a great market for that, right? But a couple years ago, it was great to just get regular debt. Right? Like that's what
you create your own terms these days. I literally just picked up 4 doors in my market through seller financing. Now, granted, I put down $20,000. But where else you gonna go put down $20,000 and pick up 4 doors?
You're not.
You know what I mean?
You're not.
I mean, it's just a great market for creative finance, and that's basically what I've been telling y'all for the last few years.
I said I don't even do it that much.
And that was before it even got hot. I've been telling y'all, look, get into creative finance, seller financing. You got too many naysayers on YouTube who don't know what they're talking about, hey, this will never work. I just did it on camera. Onaje's doing it. You know what I mean? Get in the game. Why don't we walk around the unit, bro?
Yeah, cool. This is the music room, man. We got a lot of little things over us. I mean, I don't have a musical bone in my body, but my kids do. And so, like I said, each unit has a little flair to me or the family or something to that effect. My son plays the trumpet, my daughter plays the flute. So we just wanted to, like I said, create a music room, also give an homage to history and an homage to Houston. These are all Houston artists. So there's a lot of, yeah. So it's you got Destiny's Child, original Destiny's Child.
Original Destiny's Child.
Anybody that know Houston, they should know us for
Ghetto Boys.
Ghetto Boys. So, just a little subtle little things across the unit. We like to, in each one of the units, there's something that's a discovery beyond the photos on the Airbnb, right?
Yeah.
We try to create little discovery moments. These are 1 bedroom, 1 baths, okay? And so we really, when I talk about the midterm rentals, this is a 1 bedroom is really great for midterm rentals because you got more solo travelers, right? A solo traveler is more likely to stay 30 days in a full family. Let's just be real, right? I saw if it's a full family, they're probably a insurance type of deal. Yeah. But I get all type of people staying here, right?
You got
Selena, Discoveries, yeah. That's
one of my wife's favorite artists.
Exactly. If you're a real Houstonian from this side, we all rock with Selena a little bit. So. Again, as a rehabber, you're a rehabber, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something that we kind of did to save a lot of money, right? I'm all about trying to figure out ways to save money by having good quality, right? Open floor plan. What's one of the things that maybe you notice that's missing in this kitchen that would be in a normal kitchen?
So we got the microwave, stove, dishwasher. Top cabinets.
Top cabinets. There's no top cabinets at all. Yeah. Because it's a short-term rental, I don't need them.
Yeah, now this is quartz.
So we went high in there, right? So
As I should,
right? So we mix it up between high and saving money, right? So got my stainless steel appliances, got my quartz countertops, got my stainless steel, whatever. All this is new and upgraded, right? How do we save? We save money. I got 1 upper cabinet.
That's it.
Have you ever built a kitchen with 1 upper cabinet?
No.
I've never, but it's functional. It works. It's eclectic. It's cute. We also wanted to, understanding our competition, there's a lot of Airbnbs and new high-rise type of stuff. I wanted to play off the fact that I have an old building. Yeah. So when we go to one of the other units, it's really going to stand out like, oh, wow. And I think you'll get a kick out of it.
What's dope about this, man, it just gives it character. This is a compact kitchen, that's what I like to call it. But that's all you really need. You could use this in a regular apartment and still be able to collect a lot.
Absolutely. And we get people like this unit here has had someone stay in here at like 7 to 8 months. So we'll get people that want to stay long term. I want to say she stayed maybe 8 months, man, and she paid $2,400 every month. I
got a student out in Georgia, man. He's doing short-term and mid-term rentals to traveling nurses and
traveling professionals, all that.
Close to a hospital, man. So he's killing them right now. He's positive cash flow on 1 house. He's making about $2,500.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? So I'm real happy. He just started last year, man. He's on his second one now. And just picked up some other units as well, man. So I'm real happy for him about that. You know what I mean? But we got a little office space right here.
Yeah, we got a little office space. Again, we just kind of got whatever we feel like what people need, right? Just a little. Again, it's a music room. Yeah. Man, I just want get a little something for everybody. A little small area. Again, small, compact. Wow. Washer and dryers.
What are
these are Euro style, man. These suckers about $350 a piece.
Oh my god.
So very, very efficient. Did not have to upgrade to a 220. Right? Saved me a bunch of money on running electrical wire. And again, for the avatar, I don't need a real washer and dryer. We don't need to have that many people here. No way. Right? This is a single or double, right?
This reminds me of Sawan. You know Sawan?
Yeah, he's got we talked about.
He got a bunch of them going on as well, and I like the themes that he put in. He put like the Black Panther, different character themes, man.
I said, come check it out. We got even here. You'll like this bedroom in here. Again, hidden gems. If you check it out, I got my man. Onaje Allen Gomes, so that's about a little homage to myself, right? So we got the trombone on the wall. My wife actually played trombone. Coltrane. So little hints here and there. Like I said, discoveries. So some of this shows up in the pictures. Some of this, is just a discovery when they come.
I grew up on hip hop, man. My dad he's a DJ. So growing up, You know, I grew up around guys like Grandmaster Flash
Yeah.
and Furious 5
Yeah,
and Melly Mel and all those guys.
Yeah.
Biz Markie.
Yeah.
Like, those are the guys I literally grew up with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Around them my entire life, man. And, you know, it's just interesting to see all of this old school music here, man, because this is all different. Bring back memories from when I was a kid, man.
And that's what we want. You got
You got old school Quincy Jones.
Come on,
bro.
man. Come on.
Come on, man.
So, like I said, each unit has a different flair. There's a subtleness to it where we want to kind of play on the oldness of the building. Upstairs is one of my favorites. It's my 80s, 90s retro. Unfortunately, I got somebody in it, man, but I got the Smurfs in there. I got a Nintendo in there. I got all kinds. I got Voltron in there. I got some old school.
That's our era right there.
Yeah. I got a whole selfie wall on there with a bunch of old school movies. The selfie wall is like a bunch of 80s, 90s retro movies and shows. So it's a real cool unit as well, man. I'd love to show you guys, if you still got time, one more.
Let's go do it.
Yeah,
man.
cool.
Let's go do it. So it's 105 degrees out here today, y'all. Just so y'all know, we sacrificing standing in the heat for you. All right?
It is hot out here. It is hot out here. So when you first walked up, the first thing you said, "Hey man, you can have a billboard." And I said, "I got one." And so what we did was, this was part of the original idea, not this particular mural, but was to have this as a billboard. This is a sellable feature. So the first year out, I actually had somebody come volunteer to kind of pay for that, right? The artists, you know, you get paid 10, 15 grand to do a mural like that. So we had a third party vendor to come pay for it for us, pay for our block party, get this up. I get to represent something that I align with politically, right? Being pro voting and making sure we have our voting rights taken care of. And I get to say that because it's my building. I can do what I want to. So, and then in a couple years, we can go sub this out and let people go ahead and pay for the ad. So this gives me a brand moment, right? Where people kind of, there's so much traffic. You see how much traffic's coming down the street.
It's crazy.
Right? So you can't miss this thing.
Yeah.
You can't miss it, right? So now people kind of know what it is. They get to know me. I can build my brand with it. And then over time, they've been seeing it for so long. So whenever I do want to sell it as a billboard, you got a lot more clientele ready to purchase. We talked about avatars earlier, right? Different types of clientele. When you come in here and compare that to the room you just went in, tell me what you think afterwards.
Sounds good.
Go ahead.
Well, it's completely different, man. Oh. Wow, well, so this is the Avatar room. So you got Martin Luther King right here.
So he's a solo.
This is
he's solo. But what's crazy is I don't include MLK on the pictures. So my avatars, when you start to really look into this unit, probably guess.
This is a dope unit, man. Now it's very similar to the other one.
Physically, all the units are the same.
The only thing that changes the unit is the decor.
Yeah, all my units are the same. So as a rehabber, boom, come in, do what we do. Very, very similar. There's a couple small, tiny differences physically, but physically they're the same, and all the design is flex, right? So if something's not working, and what's cool about this unit and all the units, we can rent out for different reasons. We're on Peer Space. I got several friends that are videographers and photographers, you know, advertising for them. I got a friend in November. He's going to go shoot a movie here. And think about it. Movies need sets. What do I have?
8 different sets.
I got 8 different sets.
Are you buying the same couches in every unit?
No, everything is designed unique to that space. To that space.
Yeah.
And what we try to do is we got a mix between some really cool eclectic stuff. I mean, what is that on the wall? Well, I know you probably know all that, but young, you a little bit younger than us. I mean, that's an actual telephone.
Right.
Right. So this is an actual wine barrel that I literally picked up.
You find stuff, man.
Man, I'm just a hunter, man.
Garage sales and stuff?
No, there's a lady that actually sells these Jack Daniel wine barrels. Like, that's her business. These are the rings that I got from free for her because they were just spare parts.
Wow.
And me and my guys just put that together as an art project. Right? And that's the rings on the wine barrel. This is part of the wine barrel too. So I just kind of picked all that up from her.
Creativity, man.
Creativity. Found some cool lamps that just kind of go with the theme and the flow, right? Picked these up as kind of like a garage sale. So this was like, all these pieces like $5-10 a piece, but they cool though, right? The gas cans. These are actual real gas cans, right? just old school, you know, and I got to do some things in construction that I've always wanted to do design wise, right? Where would you put this into a long term? And as a construction guy, this ain't nothing.
Yeah, true.
This isn't a.
I mean, that takes 30 minutes. Tops, man.
Yeah. This is some stain and some 1x2s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, that don't really cost nothing. This might cost $30, but it might not even, right?
Yeah.
The stain plus probably less than $30 to put in, but it adds character.
Now, you getting a lot of feedback on your units?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been operating for a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
We've got over 130 reviews, and we are
Nice.
a 4.92.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's that, you know, so we pride ourselves on customer service, having eclectic things.
These are some real nice units too, man. You know, so the product sells itself, but at the same time, you still get the reviews with the customer service on top of that. That's the cream of the crop.
Absolutely. So we try to, you know, and again, offer everything somebody needs, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is walk in, and we're ready.
Yeah.
You just roll up, we're ready.
Mm-hmm.
That's our biggest thing. We try to stay ready. Mm-hmm. Like literally, I was going to tour you guys 2 other units, and I got 2 bookings within the last 2 hours. They're booking for the weekend, blah, 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 because we're always ready.
That's right.
That's the strength of our business, is that our systems, from digital locks, Ring doorbell cameras, VAs, Nest thermostat, the technology, plus the design, plus the customer service.
So you got the security going through Ring.
Correct.
What does something like that run you normally on your buildings?
$15, $20 a month. I mean, per unit, something like that. We save. We have each unit.
So did you buy like the $300 unit from Lowe's, or did you have it professionally installed?
Yeah, I got a guy. That's the dope part about having scale. Yeah. So this is my 3rd apartment, so we've got a guy that puts stuff on all our cameras, on all our buildings, so we get to save on that kind of stuff.
This is dope, man. So for what you have into it, you got about 700, 800 grand into this building. It's worth probably double that at this point.
Yep.
Right? And cash flowing all of that money.
Correct.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's just a win-win-win. You bought it as a fixer-upper.
Yep.
Right? And you just with a little bit of creativity, the ability to raise capital, which a lot of people don't understand that portion of it. Maybe we could do something else with that.
Yeah.
But just having the ability to raise money and the ability to look for a deal, stepping outside of the box, you know, outside of your comfort zone, being a creative thinker, and this is what you guys can accomplish as a real estate investor. Onaje is living a lot of you guys' dream at the end of the day, right? How many units you got total, bro?
We got 50 now.
50 units.
Yeah.
And you've been doing it for, because I remember
16 years. Well, I think when we first talked, it was at 30.
Yeah, you was at 30 units.
Yeah.
That was during the pandemic.
Like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah. So now you got 30. You got 20 more.
Yeah, I got 20 more. The deal with me is,
actually it was 20. It was 20 units when we first.
Well, we probably interviewed about the 21 unit complex, but I've been having my 9 before, so definitely was probably around 30.
Yeah, so it was around 30.
Yeah, right around 30.
I know you put another form of creativity. I know you put a small laundromat in one of those buildings.
Yes. So for me, I'm very strong on the finance piece. I'm very strong on commercial valuations and things of that nature. I can underwrite my butt off, right? So part of those underwritings is understanding how to drive your net operating income, right? So having laundry, anything that you can sell drives my NOI. Yeah. Anything, right? So that on top of this roof, we're selling a cell phone tower. Yeah. Okay, that's $300, right? That's $100 a year or whatever, right? That's probably about 45 grand in valuation additional to the building just by doing that, right? That's huge. Same with the laundry on the other property. So what I try to do with each property is not only raise rents, but looking for value, right? You mentioned about parking. That's not a play here in Houston, right? I know it's a play in other places, but what else can I do, right? And that's where the vending machines come into play. That's where the laundry comes into play. That's where the cell phone tower comes into play, where we're just adding other services. And yeah, I like the $300. I kind of like that 50 grand valuation a little bit.
I know you had your kids on the vending machines too.
Yeah.
Now here's what I like about when we was talking about this before. You said the store was how far from your.
Right. So that was huge. That's where it came up with. I just started noticing it was an area where a lot of my tenants, the corner store was like 4 or 5 blocks away. it was close enough to where they wasn't gonna get in their car and waste their gas. Further enough in this Houston heat to be like,
man, listen, 100. And listen, I stepped outside of the airport today. This is my third time here, right? Stepped outside of the airport. It felt like I stepped into an oven, literally 105 degrees. Nobody's gonna walk 5 blocks to get to the store. So that's where he came up with the vending machine idea. Now you have the store on his property. That's thinking outside the box. Extra money.
And the adjacency, because you got kids, I got kids. I'm sure you're at a point where you're thinking about how do I get my kids involved in the game and part of it, right? Hey man, you get to go pick out what type of Skittles we're gonna put up in there, right? You get to put up what kind of soda water we're gonna put up in there and all that kind of stuff, and go make the money. Go understand basic commerce. Hey, Dad, what we buying this for? Okay, we buying these sodas for 50 cents and we're selling for $1, $1.25, whatever. And yeah, that's extra income for me. But the added benefit that my next generation can early on learn how to be an investor, learn how to do basic commerce, because these kids ain't learning that in school, right? There ain't no more lemonade stands. Where the lemonade stands at?
I learned on the newspaper route, man. They don't even have newspapers.
They don't have it no more, right?
You know what I mean?
Kids don't cut yards no more, right? So that's my way of trying to help spur that little, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, I need you to understand money.
That's right, man.
Right? Whether you take over dad's stuff or not, I need you to understand that when I lay my eyes closed, I ain't got to worry about my kid getting hustled on some money or know how to make some moves.
That's right, man. Hey, man, we really appreciate you walking us through this building, bro.
Appreciate you coming through, man.
Oh, man, bro. We definitely gotta get up a little bit more. I know I don't live here, but it's a hot skip and a jump, man.
Yeah,
about a 2-3 hour flight. You know what I mean? It's nothing for me to come out here and chop it up with you, man. So we really appreciate you. Now, how can our listeners get in contact with you, bro?
Man, they can contact me on Onaje Barnes, Onaje Barnes, at all social media channels. We're trying to get our YouTube up, heavy on IG, and pretty much TikTok and all the other social media channels. So I'm on Onaje Barnes, pretty much wherever you want to find me.
Love it, man. Any last words for our listeners, bro?
Hey, look, generational wealth is not a fad for the people that's doing it in real life, right? This is something that we live and it's achievable, right? We didn't talk about my background, but I did not grow up with a silver spoon. I had 4 kids in my family, 1 parent, 1 single mom, and we came up out the, you know what I'm saying? We came up out of it. So we need all you guys, whatever you feel like is holding you back is not actually holding you back, right? What you're holding you back is up here and in your mind. So we have to train our mind, get educated, go learn about this creative finance, go learn whatever you need to learn to get to wherever you need to get to.
That's it, man. You see who I surround myself with, guys who are actually doing it. I do the business, the guys I surround myself with do the business. They say your net worth comes from your network. The people that you surround yourself with, right? So start surrounding yourself with these people. I'm doing an event right now in Houston. I'm a keynote speaker tomorrow, right? Surrounding myself with like-minded individuals, people who want to do something, people who are already doing stuff. You know what I mean? And this is how we grow. So collectively, we can all grow together. Listen, get started. Don't let nothing hold you back. That's what this channel is for. I'm providing you with the information to do what you want to do, to go from where you are to where you want to go. It's up to you to take action. If you don't take action, nothing is ever going to happen. So I hope you guys appreciated this video. Appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, definitely appreciate you coming down.
See y'all on the next one. Peace.